Hi guys, I just came up with one more topic from my side. So the topic's name is called "What to Speak to a New Guy While Debriefing Him in the First 1 Week." A lot of people I have noticed when they hire a new guy in their team, right? They're pretty much confused what to speak to the guy on the field, off the field, evening. What should I speak to the guy? So I have seen a lot of people have been confused. They think the only agenda is on the take the guy on the field and show him sales presentations, number of guys, show the guy how to write TPS. More than that, you need to understand there is something called a debriefing session which you have to do every single day with a person so that the guy has to know what's going to happen every single day basis. So why am I saying this? Because whenever a new guy joins a business, right, the guy is still very confused. Now we might say we told him even the guy is not pretty much sure how the entire structure is going to be, how the office running going to be, every single aspect. So it's very much agenda that I have to sit with the person every single day. So it's very much required. You need to plan yourself for the first 1 week. What are the things I'm going to do with the person? Which all sessions I'm going to run, and especially what I'm going to talk to the person every single day in the first 1 week. Especially the first 1 week is very crucial from our side. So I'm going to divide it in such a way. I'm going to talk about the things in the first 3 days. I'm going to talk about things in the next 3 days from my side. So before me doing this, whenever the guy walks into our office for the very first day, before me talking about the systems, generally every office what they do is when the new guy walks in, we talk about the 5 steps, 8 steps, law of average, basic systems, and a lot. Basic thing what you have to do is whenever a new guy walks into your office, the very first day you need to make sure you need to tell the guy about something called expectation meeting. What we expect from you, what you can expect from us. Two aspects has to be told to the person. Because like I told you, the guy is still very confused, especially for the first 1 month. So what I'm going to debrief him in the morning itself. For the first 4 weeks from my side, I'm going to explain what are things we are going to offer you from our side. What the sessions will be taught, what is going to happen the first week, what is going to happen second week, third week, fourth week. Actually, guys, there's something like a small expectation meeting. You can ask all your respective owners, all your trainers, everybody have it debrief, so you can go through it. So once telling about the expectation meeting, once when that day is done, when I take the guy on the field, right, the first 3 days, I just want to make him show a very easy day. Very easy day. I might keep it such a easy day, such as if I might show him 20 presentation, fill 2 3 forms, and get him back to office. I'll make sure he should first mingle with the owner. Very compulsory, very needed from us. The first 3 days, the guy has to come back to office and speak to a respective owner. Post that, the first 3 days, right? I might wind up my work maybe half an hour early. Suppose if I have to get the guy back to office by 6:30, I stop working by 6 or 5:30. What do I do with the half an hour? I spend extra time with him on the field just to do RB. Because I just want to, because when I hired him, I was a invigilator. I was a trainer. Now it's because right now, if you see the new guy joined a business, he's going to be a next upcoming partner. He might be a next business owner, but I have to treat him such a way, right? To have a great partner, first thing is very much required that you need to build bond with the person. The first 3 days on the field, I just do RB with the person, like how we do RB with the donor. What do we do RB with the donor to get that trust, comfort zone? Exactly. Right now, your new guy is not in the comfort zone. So it's very much required. The first 3 days, I purely spend every single minute on the field and off the field. I have to do a lot of RP with the person. So I just get, because it's very much required that we need to break the ice between the guy. So once that is done, right, when the ice is broken, the first 3 days, every day evening while debriefing the guy, I just get along with him. That's it. No business talks, because guy is not even matured enough to understand a lot about the business. How all your respective owners or trainers speak to you about a lot about the business, but the new guy isn't developed mentally to understand a lot deep into the business. Until unless he asks me about a lot of business questions, yes, I might answer to it. Otherwise, from my side, it's just pure RV. I might talk about him as casual. But remember always this, guys. Whenever you take the guy evening for a debrief, do not cross the line. When I say do not cross the line, in the sense, do not get too personal. personal questions answer. But you need to maintain such a way that you need to have a brief casual talk every single day for the first 3 days, so that I know my guy very well from my side. Because the first 3 days, it's a small analytical measure for you also to understand what is his uh, understanding the why did he join the business, reason of him doing this business, why what is his future goals for myself, does he have any liability, does he have any reasons to do this, every single aspect. Plus I just want to know my guy, his strengths, his weakness, every single aspect. The first 3 days is a small trial for you also to understand about my partner. Accordingly, I changes my debriefing topics for the next 3 days, because right now the first 3 days is quite good enough for me to understand my guy. The next 3 days is purely dedicated on a hardcore training the guy in the evening time also. So what I do is, when I understand the guy about him while training him on the field and off the field, now I have a deep idea because I trained him for the first 3 days. The next 3 days, uh, every single evening when I'm debriefing my guy, right, I definitely going to take a few pen and papers from my side. I'm going to give him a game plan for the next 3 days. Game plan for the next 3 days. I'm going to talk about the next 3 days. What are sessions I'm going to run in the office? What are things I'm going to plan in the prime time? Where are the territories I'm going to work? And what is the plan? Everything. And when I'm going to start this criteria, every single aspect I'm going to do tell from my side. And second thing, how many, I even going to give him a plan, what are things to be done on the field, how many people are we meeting, how many presentations should be given, how many presentations should be given on the weekdays, how many on the weekends, how many people are we meeting, every single aspect. The next, I'm going to talk to him about how many presentations are we dividing each, because every day you both are working together. Initially, I'm pretty much sure the first 3 days it's going to become something like a 3:1 ratio, where you give 3 presentations, the guy gives 1 presentation, so that he gets a hang of seeing you giving a lot of presentations. Now, first 3 days are done. He might have quite some good idea about the field aspect. Now, it changed my ratio. I might do it 2:1. Eventually, I make it such a way it has to be 1:1. Alternate presentation from my eyes. I'm going to tell him why did I do a 3:1 ratio, why did I do a 2 why am I going to do a 2:1, and why I'm going to do the alternate presentation every single aspect. So it's very much required. I'm going to talk about 3 things: the sessions every day. The next 3 days, I'm going to talk about the sessions. How many people are we meeting on an everyday basis? And I'm going to talk to him about how many presentations he has to give every single day on the field. And I'm going to tell him the importance of TPS and why to write TPS in our business, and TMCs also. And the last day, the very last day, the 6th day, I'm going to talk, 6th day evening, I'm going to talk about the agenda for the criteria, his criteria. Now, when I talk about agenda of criteria, I'll never talk about 8 forms, guys. Nothing. Every criteria should be minimum of 15 forms. For that, first thing first, the 6th day evening, I'm going to talk about something called, I'm going to talk about his expense sheet. I just want to know his expenses. What is his basic liabilities? Is there has any, how much is basic expense for a month, every single aspect. Once me giving you taking his entire expense meeting, then I'm going to convert that and give him a plan, how many presentations to give in a week, how many people he has to meet in a week, how many forms he has to fill in a week, and how much he has to do such a way so that he can convert his supports into a revenue system from my side. And second, I'm going to talk about him that day evening, in the 6th day evening, I'm going to talk about something called importance of high rolling. A lot of people, what happens whenever they know their break even is going to be 40 supports, they only work till 40. When their break even is maybe around 50, they only work till 50. I'm going to talk to him why is the importance of high rolling in a business like us. Then from the 6th day onwards, I'm going to talk a little more into the business. I'm going to tell him his next step. After his criteria, what is the next thing you should focus on? Taking a lot of observations, training new guys. What all things he has been through now is a reason why he has to build a team in a business, importance in team building, everything. I'm going to talk to him before him going for criteria, because it's very much needed that he need to know the reason or the understanding of why to earn the extra income in our business. Because once he finishes criteria, there's obviously the guy going to take a lot of observations. You're going to train a lot of guys in the field. It comes with a lot of expense. Money is involved. He need to know why to push himself on the field to earn an extra penny on the field itself. So I'm going to talk every single day the importance of high rolling, and most importantly, I'm going to talk to him about profitability also. So when I say profitability, he needs to know when he becomes profitable, how it's gonna help him out in the future in terms of team building and personal also. So it can help him in his personal goal and in his team goal also. So such a way, it's very much required that you guys, you need to understand that whenever you explain these things in the first 6 days, whenever you are there with him in the first 6 days, you need to understand for the fact guy is gonna be confused for the first 72 days in a business. Remember this, guys. If a guy joins a business and stays till the first 72 days, he's naturally retained. But you need to give a lot of attention and care for the first 72 days. You need to have a habit of calling and speaking to him every single day once he reaches his home, because we don't know what mentality he reaches home, because he might seen a little bad day on the field. Maybe he had seen a great day on the field, or back to back for a few days he might seen a just an average day on the field, but we don't know after that what mentality is he going home. So it's very much required. You need to, once the guy reaches home, you need to speak to him every single night. But sometimes what happens, just because we know a guys, we might take our guys very casually. Never. So it's very much required. You need to talk to your guys every single day, no matter what. Remember this, guys. To build a great partners, you need to have a great bond, first of all. This clearly justifies how much interpersonal skills you have. The best way to improve your interpersonal skills, guys. Cheers.